Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to have you here with me today because I've put together a video on my top tips for decluttering. Now, decluttering might sound simple, but as many of us know, it can actually be quite challenging, especially in today's consumer-driven society. We're constantly surrounded by messages telling us to buy more, upgrade, and accumulate things. Add to that the endless hauls we see on YouTube, TikTok, and other social media platforms, and it's easy to feel like we need to keep up. But learning how to declutter and simplify can make such a positive impact on our lives, helping us create more space, not just in our homes, but in our minds too. Let's dive into today's video. My first tip is to create a pile of items that you regularly use or wear. I suggest this because we usually know what we love and what we truly enjoy. It's much easier to identify our favorite items than to sort through things we might not need anymore. Whether it's shoes, perfumes, clothes, or kitchen gadgets, gather together your absolute favorites, the things you use most often. Imagine if you had to start over tomorrow and lost everything. What would be the first items you'd replace? For me, in the kitchen, that would be my Keurig coffee maker, definitely a must-have. Having a heck yes pile is powerful. If you find yourself hesitating for a long time about an item, it's likely not a heck yes for you. The items in your heck yes pile are the keepers. Everything else can be considered for donation, sale, or further reflection on whether you truly need it. Number 2, remember that you don't have to keep everything nice. Just because something is beautiful, smells good, or you like it, doesn't mean it should stay in your collection. If you did that, you'd keep accumulating forever, which isn't the goal. You're decluttering because you feel overwhelmed, have too many items, and aren't using what you have. To gain mental clarity, reduce decision fatigue, and enjoy everything you own, accept that you don't need to keep every nice thing. If you keep everything wonderful, you'll end up overwhelmed. I've experienced this too, and it's a tough concept for many to grasp. When I declutter perfumes, the most common question I get is, why are you letting that go? People want explanations like it smells bad or doesn't last. But the truth is, I just don't want so much stuff. In our consumerist society, it can be hard to understand that the joy of using what you love far outweighs having hundreds of unnecessary items. And a great tip that I often use, which I want to share with you, is using vacuum storage bags. This is a perfect way to save space and store your things efficiently. You can use these bags to store bulky items like blankets, winter coats, or clothes you're not using in the current season. When the air is removed from the bag, the size of the items gets much smaller, helping you make the most of your storage space. Plus, vacuum bags keep your things protected from dust, moisture, and bugs, so they stay clean until you need them again. Number 4. Removing duplicate items is a very helpful tip to make your living space neater and more comfortable. Often, we shop without remembering that we already have similar items. This not only takes up space, but also creates a chaotic feeling in the home. To solve this problem, take some time to check your closet, drawers, or storage shelves. For example, if you have many sets of towels or bed sheets that you don't use, keep the ones you like the most and sell the rest on a second-hand app like Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp. If you have 3 mixers in your kitchen, keep the best one and sell the other 2. This will help you reduce unnecessary items and create a more open space. When your space is organized, you will feel more comfortable and find your belongings more easily. Number 5. One simple but effective habit I found useful right away is the one-touch rule. This means handling an item only once. For example, instead of moving a dirty dish from the counter to the sink and then to the dishwasher, put it directly in the dishwasher. This rule applies in various situations, like immediately putting clothes in the hamper after changing, rather than leaving them on the floor or furniture. Another point to consider is that people often use the floor or furniture as temporary spots for clothes that aren't quite dirty enough for laundry yet. To address this, designate a specific area in your closet for these items, maybe with a few dedicated hangers. This keeps them separate from your clean clothes and off the floor or furniture. Whether it's clothes, dishes, or anything else, the one-touch rule is a smart, efficient approach to tasks. 6. Turning cleaning into a game can make it a lot more fun. Play your favorite music to create a cheerful mood, or set an interesting theme for your cleaning session, like color cleanup or space rescue. For example, you could decide to only focus on items that are blue in your living room today. Challenge yourself to see how many things you can sort or throw away in a certain amount of time. You might set a timer for 15 minutes and see how much you can get done. Adding a fun challenge makes cleaning feel less like a boring chore and more like an exciting adventure. You can treat yourself afterward, like enjoying a cup of tea or watching your favorite movie. Enjoying this process not only helps you clean your space, but also brings joy and excitement, making you want to clean more often. The next tip is balance your space. The balance your space rule is an easy and effective way to keep your home organized. Whenever you bring a new item into your home, make sure to remove an old one. This helps stop clutter from building up and encourages you to think carefully about what you buy. For example, if you get a new shirt, think about donating an old one that you don't wear anymore. This not only keeps your space tidy, but also helps you take care of your belongings. By making room for new things, you create a calmer and more balanced living area without unnecessary stuff. Over time, you'll see that your home feels lighter and more welcoming, letting you enjoy your space even more. Plus, sharing items with others can bring happiness and help someone in need. Tip number 8 is that it's completely okay to have empty spaces and cupboards. For some reason, we often feel the urge to fill any open areas with items. An empty spot on the counter, a bookshelf with only one book, or an empty drawer seems awkward to us. We naturally want to fill those spaces. When my mom visits, she often checks under the TV and suggests, "If it were me, I'd put a dresser there," or "I'd have a console table there." While that's fine, I've tried that approach before, and it just becomes another place to stash things. I don't feel the need to clutter my home with more items. Clean, open spaces create a calming atmosphere. So, resist the temptation to fill your space with unnecessary stuff. Here's a simple challenge. Minimize your clothing so that you have at least one empty drawer in your dresser. It will make you feel amazing. Though it's tough to let go of items we're attached to, creating empty spaces is truly transformative. When you begin cleaning, one of the best tips is to start with the area you find the hardest. This could be a messy storage room, a crowded closet, or a cluttered desk. By tackling these tough spots first, you can get rid of stress and feel more motivated to keep going. For example, if your closet has become a no-go zone because it's full of clothes you don't wear, start there. Spend a day sorting and removing items you no longer use. When you see more space in a tidy closet, you'll feel lighter and ready to clean other areas in your home, like the living room or kitchen. Starting from the hardest spot not only helps you clean your living space, but also gives you a sense of achievement and confidence throughout the process. Tip number 10 is to declutter in phases, doing a little bit each day. By using this method, you will find that cleaning up becomes easier. Instead of trying to tidy up your entire space in one day, break the job into smaller, more manageable parts. For example, if you want to declutter your kitchen, start with one drawer or one shelf. Take 15 minutes to go through each item in that drawer. If you find kitchen tools that you never use, let them go. This way, you not only reduce clutter, but also create a neater and more enjoyable space for cooking. Once you finish one drawer, you might feel motivated to tackle another one the next day. With each phase, the decluttering process will become more fun and less stressful. You will notice a big difference in your living space without feeling overwhelmed by trying to clean everything at once. The next tip is to clearly imagine your ideal collection. Picture how your kitchen counters would look with just what you want. What would your cupboards hold if you had the perfect number of items? I believe in the power of visualization and the law of attraction. Focusing on your desires helps them come to life, so keep a clear image of your perfect outcome. For instance, I envision having about 5 to 10 decorative plants that fit nicely on a single shelf. This vision brings me joy and peace. Anything more feels overwhelming. Even though I've tried to have more plants, I often find myself wanting to declutter. When I look at too many, they don't match my ideal. I ask myself, what can I let go of? The excess doesn't bring happiness. It feels like too much. Having a clear idea of your perfect collection is crucial. When you open your shelves, you'll realize, wow, this is too much. What can I get rid of? This clarity simplifies the decluttering process, so take the time to visualize your perfect outcome. The last tip is to choose media that supports your goals and avoid content that might lead you to overspend. If you're trying to break habits like excessive makeup or perfume purchases, focus on minimalism videos, small collection showcases, or skincare routines. Look for content that shows how people find happiness with what they already have, rather than large PR hauls or huge collections. I haven't watched perfume videos lately because they make me want to buy perfumes I don't need. The same goes for makeup videos. Watching them often makes me crave new blushes and bronzers, even though I already have what I like. It's essential to consume content that doesn't tempt you to buy more. This requires self-control, as you don't have to buy everything you hear about. While I enjoy discovering new skincare products, most people don't need 30 cleansers. Just a couple will do. However, with items like perfume, shoes, or handbags, it's easy to accumulate too much, so be mindful of the content you're consuming to stay aligned with your goals. I hope this is a little encouraging for you. Maybe you heard these tips while you were cleaning up a bit. Always remember that you are not alone in this. It is easy to get caught up in consumerism, so don't feel like you are missing out. You don't have to go out and shop just because others are buying. You don't need to spend your money, go into debt, or give up your future. You don't have to lose your peace and clear mind just to keep up with trends and consumerism. So, I hope this video helps you. Don't forget to give me a like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all very soon in my next video. Bye.